Hello, you wonderful people. Duffy here, and I'm here to talk to you about the keto diet. If you saw the last episode of Origin Story, you'll know that I was looking for a new diet to try because the limits that Steven put on me in the beginning, you know, just calorie counting and stuff, wasn't enough to keep me in check. So I decided I needed to, put more restraints around what I was eating, and that's when I found the ketogenic diet. The basic rules of this diet are no carbs, no grains, no sugars. Basically, you can only eat meat and vegetables. Even fruit is technically off the table because there are some natural sugars in there. The point of the ketogenic diet is simply this: to make your body rely on burning fat for energy instead of carbs. Now, there is this thing called the keto flu that most people will get. During this time, your body's going to get very tired and groggy. I really only have short bursts of energy right now. Most of the time, I'm very tired. But come Monday, that should be over, because by that time, my body should have the response of, oh, you know what? I don't think I'm getting any more carbs. Well, I better start burning something else. Get the fat in here! Now, I'll admit, this has been hard to do. It's been like 3 days since I started, and it's very, very difficult. I have never craved bread or rice as much in my life, and now here I am doing this instead. Counting calories is still important, so I still need to stay under my limit, but I still have to fill myself up so I can have energy. So what do we do? I was preparing a early dinner for myself with the following ingredients. First, I've got some ground beef, not the lean stuff. Also some provolone cheese for flavor and extra fat, broccoli florets, baby spinach, and an onion. First thing we need is a skillet, and that would be right here. A cast iron skillet is great for cooking in, but when you need to clean it out, best thing to do is just put some water in it and boil it, and all that gunk will just come right out. Now, it might take some time to get all the gunk boiled out of that pan, and that's perfectly fine because we can use this time to prep our ingredients. First, we need to wash the spinach. Now, a more conventional chef would use a strainer to wash the spinach, but I don't want to make extra work for myself, so I'll just fill the bag up and poke holes in the bottom. That'll get it. Alright, so first we've got this here onion. What we're going to do is take a knife and cut it down at both ends. Just come up a little bit finger. Let's try it again. Yeah, it'll do, it's fine. Now what we're going to do here is peel this off. Now, this stuff can get really sticky, which is why what I like to do is sacrifice the outer layer of the onion just to make this go a little faster. Make a little slit right down there on the first layer, and then you can just stick your finger under there, or your knife or something like that, and then just peel at that, solid part. This is going to get most of the onion skin right off of it, so you don't have to deal with all that sticky mess, which it also can get really messy because there's a lot of pieces that it breaks into. This keeps most of it intact and saves you the trouble. Alright, let's check both ends, make sure there's nothing there that you don't like. I don't really like that part right there, so I'm going to go ahead and go slice right there, and it's gone. That'll do. That'll do. Now, no one likes cutting onions simply because of the way it makes your eyes feel. It's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to cut it down like that, about right through there. So they're going through the middle, but that's going to be okay. What we're going to do now is just really quickly chop. And then we get down to the butt here of it, we're going to go ahead and slice it like this. We'll get smaller pieces, but it'll make it easier for cutting. You won't really risk hurting your fingers that way, or at least not as much. We have our onions for the most part, and you can chop these into whatever sizes you'd like. I really enjoy onions, and we're not going to use the entire thing in my one serving of food. Actually, it's probably going to turn into more like 2 servings, but we'll save some for later. Now that we've got these onions done here, we're going to go ahead and just take the onions and go ahead and slide them into a bowl so they're on their own. This way you don't have to worry about losing them, and they can be used really easily when they are needed. So we do that. We're going to clear the debris away. Now we got to get to our next prepping thing. Now, I'd like to say that this brings us to our best friend, coconut oil, but today we're not actually using this. Because we're cooking with ground beef, the fat from the beef is going to make its own oil to keep it from sticking to the pan. This means we can, save some of this coconut oil for a different meal. And it also means I'm not adding extra calories on top of what's already in the meat. By this point, the cast iron is finally clean, and I can just dump all of the gunk into the garbage disposal. And we're going to go ahead and take some of this here ground beef and just let it go right there in the pan. Crumble it up a little bit. You can already tell, just when you flip it around, you can see the grease and the oil from the fat in here. This pan is very well greased and nothing is going to stick to it. And that's really all naturally coming from the beef itself. This isn't from some sort of oil that was put on earlier. That's not water, that's not oil, that is just fat melting right off of the beef. And that's good to cook it in its own fat because keto diet, we want fat. We're going to take a minute now to go ahead and add each vegetable one at a time, stirring them in as we add them. I am making a fatal mistake here. You definitely don't want to add the onions first. What we want to do is add the spinach and then steam it using a lid like this. After you've steamed your spinach, you can go ahead and add onions and whatever else because you don't want to steam the onions. This is not a good texture. As long as you pick a kind that doesn't have any carbs in it, cheese is a great way to add extra flavor, texture, and fat to your meal. Just keep an eye on those calories because too much cheese and you can easily overdo your calorie limit in one meal. A little hot, but I'd say that's pretty dang good right there. Shout out to Matthias Patrick Seeberger, who actually asked for a video on the keto diet and see what I was doing. And so, hey, buddy, made this for you. Thanks for asking. If you'd like to see more videos of this kind of nature, then let us know in the comments below. Maybe be specific about what kind of stuff you'd like to see. And while you're at it, if you haven't already, punch that subscribe button in the face, ring its bell, literally, and also like and share this video. And don't forget to go to Patreon where we've got some mighty cool rewards that I think you're going to like. So until next time, guys, I'm John Duffy. Good luck, train hard, and eat well.